Action is a reflection of one's identity. Someone who is a struggling entrepreneur would be in A, versus a successful entrepreneur would be in B. A struggling entrepreneur is going to have very different beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and actions over the highly successful entrepreneur. It all starts with the beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and actions. The actions are always a natural byproduct of all this. You're always going down this way. You're never trying to create change from action. You're not trying to do it this way. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about 3D versus 5D inspired action. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out all my coaching options. They are in the description below. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon in order to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. Today's video is all about the difference between 3D action and 5D inspired action. If you have been following me for a while, then you have definitely seen this little chart in which I explain how action is actually being driven. Action is a reflection of one's identity, where they are dominantly identified in relation to a specific area. So someone who is a struggling entrepreneur would be in A, versus a successful entrepreneur would be in B. A struggling entrepreneur is going to have very different beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and actions over the highly successful entrepreneur. It all starts with the beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and actions. The actions are always a natural byproduct of all this. You're always going down this way. You're never trying to create change from action. You're not trying to do it this way. So this means that as someone who is the struggling entrepreneur, in this example, their actions are going to match that. And trying to create change from action may feel very hard. Versus working at this level, working on changing your subconscious beliefs, working on affirmations, working on visualizations, doing things at mental level through repetition, through persistence, or even if you're doing it through 5D, where you're stepping out of your identity altogether by practicing being present and being in your I am, realizing that you are the operant power. You're transcending the mind altogether. You're here. And then you're choosing this with all of the beliefs, thoughts, emotions, and actions that match that. But let's try to keep it in very simple terms. When you are doing through 4D, and I explained the difference between 4D and 5D approach to manifesting in this video, I will link it above. We're working at beliefs and thoughts. So we're working on changing these at mental level in our subconscious mind, as well as being conscious of the opposing thoughts. Essentially, if you are affirming, you're saturating your mind, and any opposing thoughts that pop up are automatically going to be overridden with the affirmations you have repeated during the day. If you have not watched that video, I explain all of how that is working in this video, which I will link above, how to trick your subconscious mind into believing the new story. Essentially, through that repetition, you're going to have a surplus of positive assumptions, which with time will make that dominant within your subconscious mind. And with time, your conscious opposing thoughts are going to become less and less because you are shifting. This is why your opposing thoughts are going to become less. You are shifting, and as a result, you're shifting into that new identity, and therefore the opposing thoughts are going to be less. That's why you will find that excitement starts to show up for you because these opposing thoughts are no longer there. If that makes sense, they're less. Or even as you're affirming, even if the opposing thoughts are coming up, if you're affirming, you have a surplus of positive assumptions happening. So you're going to feel generally much better. You're going to be feeling excited about you being that successful entrepreneur. And your actions are going to start to match that. It's going to start to reflect that. So when you are here, the action's gonna not be aligned. It's going to feel heavy. You're going to feel any work that you do is gonna be facing roadblocks because this is where you're identified. Your beliefs and thoughts are driving your actions. You're basically going upstream, as Abraham Hicks always says. You're trying to row upstream. That's what it would feel like, trying to create change through action. But when you start to work at mental level, you're going to start making the changes here. And you're going to start gently shifting to that. You're going to be in between, but what's going to happen is this is going to become much easier to take. And it's going to be much more inspired. This is what we call 5D-driven action. It's inspired. It's coming down this way. It's going to feel effortless. There's no hard work involved. And once you really, really hit that level of manifesting where you know even the action is not needed, things will naturally come to you. Opportunities will naturally come to you. You're going to magnetize in through your identity all these opportunities that just come to you. You don't even have to take action. Except when the opportunity comes in, yeah, you accept it and you go for it. But the idea is there is not that upstream feeling where you're trying to make changes through action. That may feel very hard. So you have to be easy with yourself. Like, I've seen people who go into a very self-critical mode where they're not able to make the changes in their actions and behaviors. They say, I am procrastinating, or I'm not creating the necessary boundaries in my relationship. And they're being extremely self-critical. And when they are doing that, it's making things worse because they're identifying even more with the person who is either not successful or is, doesn't have a very good self-concept in relationships, someone who is, not treated well or whatever. So you're identifying even more with that by having all that self-criticism on your ability to not make changes through actions. It's not through action that you're gonna make the changes. It's through mind. It's through mind. It's through doing the 4D work, the 4D affirmations. So this is crucial. It's crucial that you be gentle with yourself as you're shifting. And I promise you, the minute you start affirming, the minute you do that, especially for self-concept, you're going to feel different. You're gonna start feeling this way right away. But of course, it's about persisting with that as well. It's not doing it one time. It's something you do consistently for a while until you have that become dominant within you. And then at that stage, you may not even need to affirm once you hit that identity. But then you may affirm for the next level in your journey. So you might become a successful entrepreneur. You might start affirming for the next level. So that's the key. It's always about shifting, and then you keep shifting to the next level in your journey. And depending obviously on what the scenario is or what the case is. But This is the important thing, is you have to be gentle with yourself while you are doing the work. The self-criticism keeps you in the same place. The self-criticism is you reacting to circumstances, reacting to the way you are behaving is also you reacting to circumstances. You have to be very gentle with yourself and allow the change to happen very naturally. There is no effort involved. You have to let go of this self-judgment. It has zero value. Zero value. It only keeps you in that negative space. For the change to happen, you have to release that resistance, and the self-judgment is part of the resistance. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.